Honorable members, I've been informed that there will be no notice of motion or motion without notice, except the motion on the order paper in the name of the Chief Whip. I now call on the Honorable Chief Whip to table the motion. Honorable Chief Whip.
Thank you very much, Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces. And I move that the House knows the devastation caused by the recent floods in KwaZulu-Natal and some parts of the Eastern Cape. Further knows that on 18 April, the President Cyril Ramaphosa declared a national state of disaster and announced some of the relief measures instituted by government in the affected areas. Cognizant that the Parliament has the constitutional obligation to oversee the implementation of the said relief measures by government, resolves with the concurrence of the National Assembly in accordance with Joint Rule 138 to establish an ad hoc joint committee on flood, disaster relief and recovery. The committee to A, engage the relevant government departments and entities to assess the overall impact of the damage, response and relief measures by government. B, oversee the response and implementation of the relief measures by government. C, to confer with those committees who have a direct interest in the events to facilitate coordinated oversight. D, to exercise those powers in Joint Rule 32 in the furtherance of its mandate. E, the committee will consist of 11 members from the National Assembly and 9 members from the National Council of Provinces. And these will be drawn from various political parties that has to be in the committees. Lastly, the committee will report by the 30th of November 2022. I so move that the House accept this motion, Chair. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief Whip. Before we proceed to voting, I shall allow provinces the opportunity to make that declaration of vote in terms of Rule 86, if they so wish. Just to remind members that there's a maximum of 3 minutes per declaration. Any party wishing to make a declaration? Labuskachne?
And Dodo?
No, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Those who want to speak must please raise their hand in the system. We'll start with Honorable Kedi Labuskachne. Labuskachne?
Thank you. Good morning, sir. No, sir. I am not going to do a declaration.
Oh, okay, thank you very much, Honorable Dodovo.
I also support. I'm not going to deal with the declaration. I withdraw it. Thanks.
No, thank you very much. We will now proceed to voting on the question, and the question is that the motion be adopted. I now call upon the provinces to cast their votes. When called upon, heads of delegations must indicate whether they vote in favor, against, or abstain. And we shall do so in alphabetical order. So we'll start with the Eastern Cape. Eastern Cape?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Eastern Cape is voting in favor of the motion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Free State? Freistaat?
Thank you very much, Chair. Yeah. Thank you very much, Chair. The Free State is in favor of the motion. Thank you.
Free State is voting in favor of the motion. Thank you very much. Gauteng?
Gauteng in favor of the motion, Chairperson.
Gauteng is voting in favor of the motion. KwaZulu-Natal.
KwaZulu-Natal iyaseka sihlalo.
KwaZulu-Natal iyaseka. Limpopo.
Limpopo support in favor, Chairperson.
Limpopo supports. Thank you very much. Mpumalanga.
Mpumalanga support. Mpumalanga support, sir.
Thank you very much. Northern Cape.
Northern Cape support, Honorable Chairperson.
Northern Cape supports. Northwest.
Northwest supports, Honorable Chair.
Northwest supports. Western Cape.
Western Cape supports.
Western Cape supports. Thank you very much. The voting having been closed, we will now look at the counting of the votes. All provinces have voted in favor. I therefore declare the motion adopted in accordance with Section 65 of the Constitution. Thank you very much. So the motion having been adopted, honorable delegates, that concludes the business of the day. And I wish to thank all the special delegates and Salga representatives for availing themselves for the sitting. And the House is therefore adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Chairperson.
Chairperson.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much.
Recording stopped.
Chairman.
Thank you, Chair.